Welcome to Switch It Up. I'm Sheila and this is Todd. And today we're going to do something completely different. We are joining with an amazing group of people to do a collaboration.
Oh, that's such a big word. But we were nominated by you guys to jump in to this collaboration thing that they do every single month. And they generally, this group of RV YouTube channels select a topic and then they all give their opinions. And so we're going to share all of that with you in this video and do something completely different.
What's our opinion on?
Well, it's the video, I don't know. What's the topic again?
Something about
bucket lists. They're never going to ask us to do another collaboration with them. But hey, it is what it is. You get what you get. We're going to roll the intro. We're going to jump back into it and explain some of the things and then some of our favorite bucket list locations that we still would like to go to. So roll the intro.
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up.
And we're back.
I never left.
Well, we really didn't. We kind of rolled the intro. We just kind of sat here. Anyway, so this collaboration is very unique and different. There's been the same group of RV YouTube channels that have been doing this for months now, and they bring in a special guest. Congratulations, we are the special guest.
Ta-da!
What are the channels, you may ask? There are 5 channels, and then generally the 6th channel is usually the special guest. So if you have an RV YouTube channel that you would like to see them come on to this topic every single month, put a comment down below to nominate an RV YouTube channel that is not part of this list. And who's on this list, you may ask?
They're a group of great people.
Let's talk about the 𝗶𝗏𝗏. They're on there. We did a wonderful video with them and we ate different foods from their country and our country, and they made us eat Marmite, which is not good.
I still like them though.
Oh.
What is wrong with your country?
It's yeast extract.
What the hell? This is, you bake with yeast extract! You do not eat yeast extract!
No, you seriously eat it like this?
The 𝗿𝗏𝗏, they're kicking it right now because they're on RV Unplugged Season 2. And they have this little crazy dragon that they travel around with, which is kind of fun. They are huge in supporting all the veterans. So great channel to watch. Then we have Happy Place Diaries. Now, Jerry does this little thing on Instagram, which I love. He usually has like some coffee or he gives some inspirational quote. Sorry, Jerry, Sheila doesn't watch you, but I do on that aspect. But we also had Jerry dress up in a dinosaur outfit.
We did once upon a time.
And he also did some other things with them. So it was quite funny, and that was in a fun video. The 𝗏𝗏𝗏s. If you don't know the 𝗏𝗏𝗏s, we are happy to say that we saw them in the beginning on top of Angel's Landing or something. Where was it?
We were in Arcadia, I think.
Arcadia.
Yep, Arcadia. Yeah, we were in
Angel's Landing. That's like a big hike, and I don't like hikes. But yes, it was Arcadia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
in Maine.
Yeah, that was over 2 years ago.
I think so.
And so their channel is now kind of grown, and their editing is, they've done great in their growth. And last but not least is our Everyday Getaway. Now, if you have not watched their channel, they have this amazing backstory, and I'm not even going to spoil it. I want you to actually go to their channel and kind of start learning a little bit what they're doing in their travel, and their videos are, they've come so far. We saw them recently, well, it was probably, well, we saw them at the Tampa show, and then we saw them when they were with Enduro Power Batteries, and they were getting batteries with Harrison. And that was in down in Florida too. So those are the channels, and then we are the special guest. And they are all going to talk about the same topic. So should be quite interesting because we've traveled quite a bit, so our answers will probably be different than their answers, so that's hence the collaboration. You can go and click on all the links, and I'll probably put those links in the description so you can click on them and you can kind of go from there. Now let's get to the topic, because this is an interesting thing, because we've been on the road now for 3.5 years and we have done a lot of different places across the United States. And so Sheila has been thinking very hard, and we talked back and forth about what are our bucket list places and things that we'd still like to see and do.
So like Todd said, we have had the amazing blessing to be able to travel for the last 3.5 years. And if you haven't followed our story, it's just simply that first year, that's all that we thought we were going to be out traveling. So we just made a whirlwind tour around so many different of the big bucket list things, but there are still some small things that we have wanted to see and do and go experience.
When we first started, your goal, though, was to see a lot of the national parks. Like, that was like her huge goal in that, I think, was one of the instigators when we hit the road was to try to hit some of those big buckets.
Yeah, just a lot of those big buckets. But each area has so much to explore and experience that there's just no way we could be out here doing this for 10 years and just not really scratch the surface of all the things the United States has to offer. But with all the big things kind of out of the way, there are some things that are still on our bucket list. A lot of them are experiences. And one of the experiences that I'm looking forward to that is on my list is to hit the Albuquerque Balloon Festival.
Yeah, we tried to do that 2 years ago, and our truck went kaput and left us stranded, and we ended up canceling all of the plans within, I don't know, it was probably 2 weeks before or a week
We were
before.
Literally 3 days away from being there.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
And we were stranded in Utah.
Yep. But so that's on our list. I want to get to that. I think it's just one of those things you just have to do at least once.
Everybody says that. There's thousands of people there too. So it'll be interesting to experience it in the new RV with the upstairs deck.
Yep, I think that'll be cool. Hard thing is we have hit 49 states. We have one left to go.
We do.
And one of the experiences that I want to do is in that last state. And that is, I want to do the Road to Hana. I think it's Hana, Road to
I've never heard of
Hana.
this.
It's in Maui.
I know it's in Hawaii. That's all.
Yes, so that is something
What is the road?
It is, well, if I tell you now, you might not want to go.
Do I have to hike it?
No, it's like
Do I have to bike
60
it?
miles.
Oh,
No,
so
it's-
I can
you
drive in a
you
car?
Drive it,
Okay, air
or
conditioning?
on a motorcycle.
Okay,
maybe.
that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
But the Road to Hana in Maui is something that is on a list of
And
mine.
that will cross off the 50th state for us.
That'll cross that off.
We have been to Alaska multiple times just because her brother is up in Alaska in 𝐜𝐤𝐿, so we've been to Alaska quite a bit. We have not taken the RV, and we probably won't. So we're counting it anyway. So we're crossed it
Because
off.
we've been there.
What else?
What do you tell them about one of the things you would like?
So we are about experience type stuff. And on my list for a very long time, for a bucket list, is I really want to go to Iceland. And right now,
I didn't have that written down.
you don't have Iceland written down?
No, I thought we were doing the states.
Oh, we have to stay in the States?
No, they didn't give us those rules. Go ahead.
Well, I want to go to Iceland. And that is because it's bucket list. And that's the very first thing that I think of as a bucket list.
Okay, well,
Is
we
an
do have
item.
some out of the state bucket list
Okay,
things.
well then,
yes.
do you want me to come back to the States to
No.
share one of the States things?
Well, yeah, why don't you share one of the state things
Okay.
you want to do?
An experience thing that I really want to do is the Kentucky Derby. I don't like to dress up. I don't generally dress up and to do things for, well, okay, I do dress up in stupid costumes. I do that. But the Kentucky Derby is not a stupid costume thing. It's more like you dress up, you could wear a big hat.
We could get
and
you a fun hat, I'm sure.
And we could go to I really always wanted to experience the Kentucky Derby. That was on the list. That's just something I still want to do. And I love Kentucky. Kentucky's just beautiful.
Yeah.
So there's a state, an in-state thing.
Okay, but there's another one that's on your list that's another in-state thing. Do you remember?
No.
Oh. Well, I thought you wanted to be in the inner circle at a NASCAR event.
Yes. I
That's
want
another experience.
That is an experience with the RV.
Yes.
I've gone to NASCAR races, but I've never been able to sit down in the thing. And Sheila's not a huge NASCAR fan. And nobody said in these rules
If I
that
got
we
to
had
drive,
to have
maybe.
the same bucket list item. Because, each one of us can have a bucket list
If they
item.
invite us back, they're going to give us a whole better set of rules. We need structure.
It's okay. But that is a thing that I really would like to do.
Yes.
There you
Okay, still in the States, something that's on mine is we have missed the fall foliage in the New England area every time we've been up there. We've either been too
Yes.
early or too late, and there is this Skyline Drive. It is in the Shenandoah Valley, Virginia area. That is on my list to hit it during fall foliage season.
I've never heard of this place.
most all the places we've been you've never heard of.
I know. I didn't know where Glacier National Park was until we hit the road. And Mackinac Island? What the heck is Mackinac Island? So we've seen so many cool things that I've never heard of.
Yeah, never. Speaking of that, one of my bucket lists, like if we just go right over the border, as I do want to get to Banff into Canada, I'd like to see that.
That's not in the States though.
I
Is that
know.
international?
It's just right there.
It's on the other side.
It's just right there.
We both want to see Banff. I want to run down, strip my clothes off, and jump into the water like I see in the pictures in my underwear.
That is way more information than they needed.
Well, again, they should have gave us some parameters for the video.
All right, there are several things that we want to do outside of the States. How about we have a lot of international experiences that we want to hit.
Okay.
Some big bucket lists there.
Okay.
You want to come back to Iceland now?
No.
You already mentioned it?
Yeah. I want to do, there's this waterfall that I think is in Africa that it's like the devil's punch bowl or devil's something where you sit on the edge of the waterfall and the water rushes over to the top of you. And I want to sit on that. That is something I really would like to do. That's that bucket list.
Well, there's so many places outside of the States to see too.
I know. But
we want to go to New Zealand. We want to go to Costa Rica.
Those are all adventure places.
They are. I'm surprised you didn't have like python hunting in Florida as an experience.
Oh, I'm going to cross that off. I almost got a snake on the trail the other day. So python hunting, that's not a bucket list. That's just, I would like to jump on like a 20-footer, see if I can wrestle that sucker, but I wouldn't say that's a bucket list thing. That's just something that would be kind of fun to do.
Well, while you're doing the waterfall in Africa, can I do a safari? I want to do a safari.
Well, yeah, since
there.
we'd already be there.
Okay. Good.
I'm not even sure the waterfall's in Africa. I'll have to figure out where that is.
Gosh.
It's just the things that you see, like, as you're scrolling through, like, different things, and you're like, oh, that would be so amazing to be and go see.
You know what I think? I bet these other channels, when you go check them out, I bet they're clear, concise, written down a nice little, they probably like, here's the order. We went to the States, out of the States, back in the States, back out of the States.
The parameters were bucket lists, things that you still want to see.
I'm just saying that people probably clearly communicated their lists much better than we did.
Well,
we just do this.
Some of our stuff is RV, we can still do in the RV in the States, and some of it is not. So you have to fly
I'm sure they have
somewhere.
RVs in other countries we could rent.
Oh, that would be scary. Me driving an RV in another country.
You driving in this country is scary.
No, that's not nice. We're supposed to be positive and uplifting.
We speak truth, though.
Yeah. Well, with
Okay.
all that being said, these are the bucket list areas. I don't know what else to say. I don't even know how to transition to that one. That we would love to experience
Yep.
at some point down the road. And we look forward to seeing what the other channels say. And we thank you guys for nominating us for being part of this little collaboration.
Yes, but make sure you go out and check out those other channels, see what they had to say in a much more clear, concise way to communicate.
And subscribe to our channel. We'll have some fun. With all that being said, Sheila.
I think we're out.